Hey, what's up guys? It's Vexed Viewer and I'm here to react to RWBY Beyond episode 2. So I'm assuming this is about John. Cool. These shorts take place during and after volume 9. If this episode is about John, which I think it is, judging by the thumbnail, I would hope that these are more focused on his mindset and less about the goofiness of being back and more about what he's going through and how he's dealing with the what he experienced in the ever after. If we remember, he was an old guy, you know, well, not old, but he spent a lot of time in the ever after. So I'm hoping they don't ignore that and they focus on that journey now of him trying to discover who he is now and trying to adapt to being a younger person again, because he had spent so many years. He spent a long time in the ever after waiting for Team RWBY. So I'm hoping they don't ignore that. And I'm hoping that is a focus of this episode and we can really get into the mindset of Mr. John arc. Okay, so I think this episode is like 4 to 5 minutes. I don't know, we'll see. Let's watch it now. All right, let's go ahead and react to RWBY Volume 9 Beyond episode 2, starting in 3, 2, 1, play. Vacuo, okay.
This is the very first entry in what I guess is about to become my journal. Just
John's
like something you do when you want to keep your daily life in perspective.
John's writing a journal, okay.
Now that I've been young and old and young again, it's not always easy.
They're acknowledging it. They're acknowledging his being old. Great.
Lost it for a little bit there.
You lost it, okay.
Being back with my team helps, even though things aren't the same.
Okay.
Have their own thing they're working through, and
this is good.
I'm not the same boy they knew. I'm the rusted
knight. So they're acknowledging all the stuff that happened. Great.
Laura loves reminding people of that, by the way. They usually just look at her like it's some kind of inside joke they're not a part of.
Okay. This is good.
These days I'd rather forget. I guess I was the rusted knight, but the rusted knight wasn't really me. Who is Jean now?
Yeah. Okay. Introspection here.
Lately I've been spending more time
Who am
with
I?
the person I thought might relate most.
How the hell would Oscar relate?
I haven't quite started yet.
Oh, because he's
soon though. That'll help.
He doesn't know who he is now because he's merging with Osman, so he doesn't know who he is.
I'm not unhappy to be back.
So they both don't know who they are. Okay, I guess. Guess that tracks.
Like I've left the world by and it's done the same.
Believe me, I know what that's like. I've been the subject of a couple of fairy tales myself.
You mean Osman has, right?
Uh-oh. They're merging.
If you're not sure
he's talking to...
I do have a suggestion.
Interesting cough.
Like,
sure.
So is he talking to Osman?
What little they might have been.
Or is he talking to Oscar?
Spent in the ever after.
Just focus on the positive.
No, not like that. It might be able to help you remember what it was all for.
He coughed like, oh.
Rewrite the
I
story.
almost outed myself. Like, so is he actually talking to Osman? Or does it not matter anymore because they merged? Weren't they trying to stop the merger? Weren't they trying to resist that in the last one?
Magical. It's like I was living someone else's life. For me, the secret that I knew a little of what was happening to all of us was exciting.
So it's like a therapy session.
Lewis was a puzzle since he wasn't part of the story.
This is therapy for old John.
He figured out really quickly that I knew more than I was letting on. We compared notes on Remnant. Oh, they couldn't believe I was from the faraway future. I couldn't believe they were from Vacuo.
They are from the future.
Before the war.
Vacuo before the Great War. Before Huntsman.
I remember the first time we tried to shop at
Is that news? Did we know that before?
Didn't have days of the week, so they invented one. Splatter Day.
From Vacuo before the Great War.
You know, for a while, they ended up having Splatter Day every day because they didn't
Splatter Day.
But every Splatter Day, there was a farmer's market. Only instead of buying produce, you bought farmers who would grow it for you a little bit.
Bought farmers.
They would roast things by the fire every night.
On Splatter Day.
But it was those campfires I remember most. Lewis writing everything down in his journal. The story he'd one day tell to help lead my friends to me. Oh, and in those early days, every night around the campfire, when I tell them my story, my adventures, oh, they always seemed so amazed.
Okay.
Which was weird because it was just my life.
Okay,
The
so
mistakes I'd made. And the times I'd gotten lucky.
huntsman, stuff like that.
Having my team back. People around
That's
you
all
who
foreign
make you
to
feel
these two.
more than you are. Or maybe they see you in a way you can't see yourself. It's the same kind of warmth that a good fire brings.
Is this in the journal or is this him talking to
And you couldn't kneel.
Oscar?
I see those campfires all across Vacuo at night, and I wonder what people are sharing.
Okay, this is a journal.
they're
He's
building,
saying
the
what he
hope
told
they're
Oscar
stoking,
in his
and
journal.
what they'll be saying when this is all over.
Okay, gotcha. This is all in the journal. He's writing the
I guess maybe
conversation
there's something to this after
in the
all.
journal.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perspective.
Do you
So this is like a therapy session with Oscar,
think we're gonna make it?
aka Osman. That's a good question.
Around that campfire,
Pure,
did it matter?
no, but at that,
No. No, I guess it didn't.
that didn't answer the question. All right. Salem's Coming. That's still important. Written by Eddie. Okay, well that's it. These are rather short. All right, so what are the takeaways here? The takeaways is that John is writing a journal. He had a conversation with Osman, aka Oscar. He thought he was talking to Oscar because Oscar can relate, because Oscar is going through a identity crisis because he's merging with Osman. Okay, that tracks. But I think he was actually talking to Osman the entire time, because that cough, like, my bad. I misspoke. Maybe, I don't know.
You mean Osman has, right?
Of course.
Because in the last one, I believe it said that Oscar and Osman were trying to resist the merger. So there's that. I have to give it to Miles. His voiceover work is good. He did a good job with this short. He has a good voice for this stuff. Good job by Miles. I'm just happy that in this short, they acknowledged that John would have some issues coming back from what he experienced, you know? The man spent, I don't know how many years in the ever after, growing old, getting older, and then to revert back to being his younger self, and then heading back into the real world, that'll be difficult. And you have a hard time adjusting to that. And they acknowledge that strongly in this short. So credit to them in that regard. They're not bypassing his pain and his suffering and his experiences. So good job there. Nora is making light of it. I understand, because she was not there and she didn't experience what he experienced. That works fine as well. Again, good voiceover work from Miles. Yeah, it's a solid entry here. I don't have too much complaints. I mean, there's not much to take from it beyond John is going through some therapy with Oscar, it seems. John is trying to discover who he is again. This is about identity and remembering who he is, or learning who he is now, which is all good character stuff. Unfortunately, because of the status of this show, I'm not sure we'll ever see the conclusion of this arc for John arc. Volume 10 may never see the light of day. So we have to accept that. I wish they would just release all these shorts now. I don't know why they're dragging them out when the company is on the path to shutting down. So I'm not sure what they're waiting for. I would just release them all now, but whatever. This was very much a singular character piece, which works well for these type of shorts. Yeah, a fine, solid job. No real complaints. We'll see what the next few bring. Well, the next two, I think, because I think there's only 4 of them. So, all right, guys, that's all I have to say for this video. Let me know your thoughts. Did you enjoy this little short? Did you like what John had to say? Are you disappointed that volume 10 will never happen? Let me know. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.